Hello, you're the first one on. As usual, give it a couple of minutes before I start playing the game properly.
Just knows anything about a black marketeer?
Yeah, I know about that black marketeer. You need to climb that rope across the street to find him. But you'll need to give him the password before he'll sell anything to you. The password is molasses. I wonder if any bounty hunters might be around that'd be interested in a black marketeer.
Hello to everybody joining. I'll be playing an hour of this. I tried to start exactly on 4 o'clock, but as usual I had problems getting the game to start streaming properly.
Mole's ass?
Yeah, I guess that'll do.
Oh, hey, stranger. We just got a new sniper dart in. Come take a look.
Oh, so there's an even better brass knuckles now. I can get steel knuckles, I'll definitely buy those. Yeah, stamina upgrade, definitely want that. Stamina boost, so I've got a bigger stamina bar, yeah, I want that. Boom bat upgrade, yeah, why not? And that's everything except for more of different ammo types.
I hope you like my mint. Come back soon.
Hey, if anyone happens to be looking for some black market items, I might have some info for you.
Oddworld's Abe's Exodus is my favourite game ever, if you mean that.
I remember when New York City was twice this size. Yeah, those were the days.
I think I have to go this way, but I actually can't remember. Only New Colossus, whatever it was called, and I didn't think that was very good. Or was that the New Order? I can't remember what it was called. Because I know they then made a sequel to that one. I didn't even bother with that one at all because it looked quite crap.
I gotta take out this elbows guy.
Yeah, I've played Old Blood and New Order, but I've not played the Colossus one. I'm still on puzzles, yeah.
Hey, who's that? Immediately grab the ball and start tossing it in the
Yeah, I first played it on the original Xbox. You want to call it the Xbox One, don't you? But you can't call it that now because they decided to call the third Xbox the Xbox One, which is a very stupid name. But yeah, the fat Xbox. I had the crystal one where you could see all the wires inside. Switch back to Dolomites at the moment. Yeah, it's normally very cheap on Steam, especially when they have the sales on. Any bugs there? Looks a bit like a bug. Let's see if I can get that treasure over there. There we go, but I doubt I can jump back up that way. No. I don't call it either, I call it a fizzy drink, but depends what one you're on about. I'd normally say Coke or lemonade or whatever. I think they normally call it soft drinks, don't they, technically? It's good, something blew up all of those. Yeah, the nice thing of the original Xbox as well is it had like something like a 50 gig hard drive, didn't it, or something quite big on it. I'd never ever run out of space to save games on the original Xbox. Oh, for fuck's sake.
What's going on out there, boys? Is this thing on? See, I'm pound someone into the ground like shells. I'm gonna be so pissed off. Water shells. It's like my birthday. Saw something move. Around here somewhere. What the hell's over there?
I don't know if it's the same with this one, but in a lot of the old Oddworld games it was just one guy who voiced absolutely every single person in the game, which is quite impressive if you think about it. Especially because all the voices sound kind of different.
That stranger still could be alive. And where's my back armor? What's that sound? Aha! You're mine!
Change that to upwards. Down. It's quite an easy one, actually.
Be be jail time for Freely.
I have no interest in playing any of the Halo games. I've heard that the remakes were really bad and didn't understand the spirit of the game. One of my friends was showing me screenshots from it, where like lots of the areas had totally different lighting and everything else. Got there some dolomites. Here we go. I just want something to have FUD slugs again. There we go. Perfect. Sorry, I just had a comment I need to respond to quite quickly. Alright, back. Go cash in this bounty then. Did they release that Halo pack on PC though? Because it's one of those things where if it is on PC and it's cheap, I would probably still end up getting it. It's just I've not got a big desire to.
God's elbows, now to get some moolah. With elbows in the can, now I just gotta turn them in. I needs to get through that gate.
The Port Authority is in full operation.
Well, get back to that bounty store and cash.
Nice, you got elbows? I guess he should change his last name to Not So Freely.
It's just this one lefty lug nuts.
You'll find Lefty Lugnuts hiding downstream in that creepy grove graveyard. Reckon you could trick him into coming out if you know a sled call, but you'll have to make friends with the town sled hunter to learn something like that.
If you've sent me a message on Twitter, I don't check it very often because I mostly use Twitter for automatically sending out videos, but I can take a look at some point if I remember. Don't worry about like bad English or whatever on them. Generally I can get the gist of what people are saying.
Take a look at my inventory.
I'm certainly not somebody who's like obsessed with grammar in you know, messages from people who aren't native English speakers. I'll just check what's in that
Thanks for checking out
other
my
store.
inventory, stranger. Come back.
I got mine on eBay. You just have to wait for stuff to go in like that to go into stock. They're not always going to be on there. But I actually want to get a much smaller riot shield, to be honest, like one of the smaller circular ones, because they'd be far more practical. The big ones are only really good if you have a like a row of guys with them in formation.
Mole's ass?
trust my eye. Remember, stranger.
But yeah, if you just look on eBay, they normally turn up now and then. But you often have to pay quite a lot for them. I was lucky with mine. I managed to get it for under £50, and that was with postage included. Whereas a lot of the people want like hundreds for them, plus then a massive amount for obviously transport and postage on it. Yeah, if it will post it in the thing, do it, but obviously if it doesn't turn up in chat, I won't respond to it. Because often YouTube just deletes messages if it thinks they're like spam content or whatever, even when they're not.
Excuse me, you know where I can find the slag hunter in this town?
Yep. You can find them lounging out behind the general store. Those slave hunters and good buddies. Everybody inside!
Didn't mean
Lock
to
the
hit him.
doors!
I heard the slag hunters behind the general store.
Alright, so I need to run away for a minute till they stop shooting at me, and then I can come back. I just have to wait for him to calm down. That was
Hey, you're that slag hunter, huh? I need you to teach me a slag call, will ya?
No way, Bub. I done put hunting behind me since that gigantic purple-ass sled come around and cut me down in my prime. But if you go to the Mongol wilds and take that monster out, I might take you under my wing.
yeah. Well, it's like the sort of, it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? Because if you're in America, you can get the American stuff. It's not actually export banned, and that's available. But yeah, the European stuff is a lot rarer, or it costs more. I have to kill the giant slag, which I think's down here to the left, if I remember right.
Oh, you better watch out, stranger. There's a giant sled just past here.
If I was a giant slag, where would I be hiding? Damn, that's a huge slag.
Looks like a glitch slag as well. Okay, guess a boom bat would deal with him. Or a couple of boom bats. There we go.
that slag is toast.
No, that's going alright,
Guess
Rich.
I needs to go learn that slag call from the hunter guy back in town.
Well, I don't know officially if they had like the brown regular Soviet uniforms or if they actually had proper camo, but you can find Soviet camo online for not too much. It's just whether or not the import cost is stupid. The one I really like is, I think it's called SS Leto, or Frog Pattern, and it's the one that's mostly green with bits of yellow and brown on it. That's like a really good sort of sniper suit thing.
Okay, listen up and repeat after me. Excuse me.
Like this.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty convincing, stranger. Oh yeah. Now you should be able to call out lefty lugnuts with that. Good luck to you, partner.
Yeah, the cutscenes though are very good in this when there are cutscenes, because Oddworld inhabitants used to do really, really good sort of CGI cutscenes, especially when the game came out. Like if you look at Abe's Odyssey's cutscenes for a game that I think came out in 1996, they're pretty amazing. Yeah, Worth a Buy also did a video explaining that if Half-Life 2 was made today... Okay, it's downstream, is it? So you get like little prompts like that every now and then just to tell you if you're going the wrong way in the big, sort of the bigger open areas, but other than that there's not really any prompts other than the tutorial areas right at the beginning of the game. But yeah, he was doing a thing where he was saying in Half-Life 2 if they made that today there'd be like a big flashing thing going, oh, you need to pull the chocks out from that Combine APC to make it roll away, you know, rather than letting you figure stuff out for yourself. The thing you'll notice in a lot of good old games as well is you can generally tell where you're meant to be going without like a big flashing arrow telling you where to go, because the lighting and level design is laid out in such a way your eyes are drawn to the places you're meant to be going. But you know, that would take effort when you're designing a game, wouldn't it, to actually do stuff like that, so why bother? And that's one of the things I often say about Morrowind, is with Morrowind you can work out where you're meant to be going because like the quest journal things are very good and stuff like that. And you can actually ask random NPCs for directions and they'll give you directions, whereas in Oblivion and Skyrim they added all the big, you know, like quest arrows everywhere. And the map markers that show you exactly where you need to go. And if you actually turn those markers off in the options, then it becomes impossible because the directions given to you are so bad that you can't find it without the markers being everywhere on the screen. Alright, cheers Rich. I've done a test with Swiss Alpenflage, just the video isn't live yet. So I think that will be up in about a week's time. I can't remember the exact date the video is going to go live, but it should be about a week's time. Not good for that boom bats.
Well, get near the graveyard. Best use this slate call when that's ready to fight.
Do a proper save as well. There's not really any point in me trying to take this one alive, but if he's an easy enough boss to knock his stamina down, then I'll do it. Oh, and boom bat things right down there anyway. I think with the Soviet snipers, it just totally depended on what environment they were deployed to, because obviously they were smart enough to issue, you know, like specialist trained soldiers with, you know, good camo for the environment. Like the Afghan ones generally had like these kind of cloaks on.
Ain't no slag here, Lefty. Just you and me. What? You bastard! You slogged on and tricked me! Well, I got a little surprise for you, too! You're gonna have to fight my boys before you get to me! Sharpen this meathead up so we don't die! Not so much. Shasha, over there! Shasha, what's going on?
Quite a lot of damage they're outputting. Yeah, I think it's because these games as well weren't meant to appeal to little children. And despite what a game's age certificate is now, I have the feeling that all games are meant to appeal to little children and basically idiots. Like, I'm not saying you can't enjoy those games, I'm just saying that, you know, they're meant to appeal to a mass market of people who aren't necessarily into those sort of games. Where these games are still made when they thought people playing games would actually have some sort of skill at it. Which is why things like Demon's Souls and Dark Souls were so refreshing when they came out, that it was actually a game that was kind of hard. Again. Hope my voice doesn't go on the stream.
I'll pick these bullets out especially for you. Keep reloaded, sucker! Don't waste your breathing on me! It ain't gonna work this time! Let's roll around somewhere! Woo-hoo! Squeal! Squeal like a little doggy! You guys work them over! Or I recalibrate my rifle. Saw something move. There you are!
I suppose the problem is I have to get through all these guys quite quickly, or his stamina's going to regenerate again, isn't it? I wonder if it's possible to knock him off that platform with the boom bats. I'll try that in a second next time he comes out.
I see you, stranger!
Is that him up there? Yeah, right, so I want that one and the fudge slugs. I'm well over it. It looks like you can't knock him over anyway. It looks like you're always
I'll pick these bullets out especially for you. Keep reloading, sucker! I'll be back!
I'll just keep quick saving every time I knock him off a chunk of health so I can get back to the...
Squeal! Squeal like a little doggy! Work 'em over! Or I recalibrate my rifle.
Right, now if I switch to boom bats, it's going to be using boom bats, I can kill these guys faster. not even come out. He's worth more anyway, so get him with that.
I see you, stranger.
And he's right away over there, isn't he? That's typical. Gotta do another save now that his stamina's about halfway down.
What are you doing down there? Oh, that's right. Damn, get shot. Oh, damn. This rifle's overheating. Be back in a jiffy, stranger. Don't go anywhere. Time to get up close and personal. Yeah. Poaching time is over.
I'll get a load more FUD slugs back because they're actually really useful. That was the way to open it. Yeah. If anyone's wondering, I'll probably be playing for another half an hour.
Let's get Lefty back at the bounty store and cash him in.
The thing I like about this game as well is, I mean, I know it's not like, I don't want to use the term Metroidvania or whatever they call it, or Dark Souls, you know, where it's like one big map, but it does actually seem on this that there's not like loading screens between a lot of stuff, like it is actually all kind of interconnected in one big world. Or like if there is a loading screen, it's like one massive chunk of area, rather than it being kind of, you know, like you go into a level, that's a loading screen, then there's another level, loading screen. Oh no, because if the GT had an Intel Core i9, it would probably burn up, wouldn't it? Because the new was it 9900K? You can only really use that as a CPU if you've got a really hefty cooler. To give an idea of how badly the 9900K, whatever it is, overheats, I know where they were saying on one test rig for it, they were using the same cooler I'm using, and it caught, you know, and it wouldn't run properly. And I've got a cooler that can keep an FX 9590 cool, which is, you know, like an AMD horribly overpower drawing CPU and everything else. So, not a very good CPU, even if it's quite powerful, to be honest.
The port is open for business.
But if you're just going to spam chat, you can be blocked.
Wants you to head up the river to see him. You should talk to the barge keeper. He'll take you up now that it's all clear. Hey, you hear about this castrator fella asking
Do you know what the type of filter it is? But most filters are only like rated for 5 or so years from date of being opened or manufactured. Yeah, manufactured, not opened. So if your you know, filter it says like 1980 something, there's a good bet it's expired. I thought I had a chance to pick up a load of those and he didn't do it. Oh well.
Be sure to check my inventory later. We get in new items from time to time.
So it doesn't have any sort of date stamp on it. If it doesn't have any sort of date stamp, then I can't give you any sort of clue when it was made or when it will expire.
I needs to get to the doc's office. Hey, barge boy, you know where I can find the doc's office?
Yeah, dock's upriver. Hop on the barge, I'll take you there.
Well, if it's just an expired filter that was safe in the first place and it's not leaking anything, then it's perfectly safe. It's just going to offer no protection.
Thanks for the ride.
Yeah, no problem, partner. Give a big howdy to that outlaw. I mean, the dock from me, would you?
Damn, they strung up Doc. How am I gonna get the surgery now? That smells like a setup. Yeah, where it is, stranger. You found yourself a steep. And you know Secto pays top moolah for their heads. So where is it, stranger? I ain't telling you squat. Then it's your way. Beat it out of them, boys. We want that 20 grand. Get ready! Die! Yeah, you're pretty, sissy boy. Wait a minute. Take a trip. Oh, you're really like you, alright? My trouble around here somewhere. I think we got trouble. Hey, what's going on here? Come on, young scum. My trouble around here somewhere.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine things like photos, provided it was a safe filter to begin with. Obviously I wouldn't recommend an old asbestos style filter, even if it looks in good condition, just because the risk's not worth it if anything does leak out.
Boys, hold it. Now listen, stranger. Maybe we can work this out civilized like. We want that Steve too. So we could get it together and then split it down the middle. 50-60. That don't add up. Hey, boss. Stranger's coming too. Yeah, that's him. That's the one that brought in Bliss's booty. Well, if it ain't the big bass bounty hunter. So, stranger, all we need to know is, where's the Steve? Hold it. freak, boy. Go. Get them pants off. Is that what I think it is? It's a goddamn Steve. It ain't been hiding its legs. Got no horns. Oh, bless this booty bag by a Steve. He's a Steve. It's a Steve. That ain't right. You think you can be like us? You think you can be normal? Skin that thing. 20 grand. Wish they all that easy. What the? So now you know, but you won't live to tell the tale. I don't think so, you bow-legged freak. You're worth buku alive, but I'll settle for you dead. Well, come and get it. Your mama did. Rip him up, boys! To pieces with him! Ah! Help! Help!
Stuck in the ceiling there for a moment.
That's the scariest thing I ever seen. I hope he don't squish us. I've never seen anything so scary. What are we gonna do? I can't believe there's a Steve in town. Oh my gosh.
I can't believe we got a Steve in town. Shoot him up. There's a big bounty for that Steve. Hey, don't say that out loud. He can hear us. He can't understand us. He's a stupid Steve. They're too dumb to know how to speak. Hey, keep shooting. Looks like he's getting away.
Damn. They know I'm a Steve. I'll never be able to get back there. I need to find Secto before he finds me. Damn, I'm tired. Gotta get some rest.
Oh, none, because I'm a collector.
I best get moving.
About 90. I'm not sure the exact number because I have to count every single one up.
Steve, you escaped! You escaped! Yeah!
Escape? Huh? It was yous that shot me down and helped me out?
That's right. It was us, dude. Because we need your help to fight that secto demon. His security forces have destroyed our lands, and they've stolen our waters, and he's paying them wolvarks to, like shoot at us anytime we, go near where we used to live. That ain't right. And now he wants to kill us all.
Secto. That sicko's got a price on my head. Gonna need a boat to get upriver and reach his dam. Yous guys got a boat?
Uh-huh. 'Cause hidden in a waterfall cave is a great Steve boat. One problem though. You gotta get past that wolvark facility to get to the cave. And then wolvarks, they're really dangerous, dude. Here, take this. It is armor worn only by your elders. And they disappeared when that secto ass came along. And wear it proudly for them, for their memory. And they'd be proud if you just beat his ass.
I've done a video on it. It's a Sony camcorder. Can't think of many modern games I've enjoyed. Dark Souls. Neo I'm playing at the moment, that's alright. Which is like a Dark Souls ripoff.
Big Steve! Hey! Yeah, you got an ammo breeding bag now. That's way cool, because if you get up there and you find wolvarks, you bounty them up now, it turns them into live ammo food, and then they'll breed faster for you, man. More ammo! Way to go.
I've done videos on it, just look them up rather than keep asking me stuff that's already on videos. It's a Cyma one, an M4.
Hey, listen up! We just got word of a Steve sighting from some clackers. Now, if you see it, shoot it. Secto, Big Kahuna will pay you some serious moolah for it. That's right. It's that time of year. There'll be a company barbecue this Saturday in the warehouse. So while you're at it, stop by and check out those dog tags.
not really, because the enemies have ranged weapons.
Come on over here. Fall back. Dirty Steve, come here.
No, I have no interest in Minecraft whatsoever.
Hey, sit the pants.
Don't know if that actually damages it. Is the smoke getting thicker? There we go.
Hey, we need to get some backup here. Hey, what's that? Raise the bridge! Don't let that bastard across! Sector 3, report. Anybody out there in Sector 3? Sir, you've lost Sector 3.
Now, where do I go now?
Gotta get across that bridge.
Oh, I just press that switch again. That'll be finishing in a few minutes anyway. Yeah, as I say every stream, it's an IBM Model M. You know, back when keyboards used to be really tough as well, and the keyboard would last you 30 odd years. Let's see you, Rich. Oh, it's a HD remake of it, so it's not really a remake, but the textures are higher res and everything. But yeah. It's mostly to do with art direction. If a game has got a really good art direction, they look good years and years later, whereas if they try and look modern and realistic or whatever, they don't. I don't have any boom bats yet, I might use some wasp actually. Right, I'll finish the stream here. What PC issues are those? I don't know I've got any PC issues, but I'm saying I do. Right. Anyway, that's the end of the stream. So, see you later.